If you're posting on YouTube and you're still not getting sales, chances are you're making one, if not all, of these mistakes. And yes, they're costing you real money. Hey there, I'm Vicki O'Neill, YouTube business growth mentor and certified life coach to high achieving women over 40 who are ready to be seen, sought after, and scaling their business. If that's you, I help you turn your YouTube channel into a high converting machine without obsessing over the likes, comments, and subscribers, without needing fancy gear, and without the burnout. In this video, I'm breaking down 3 mistakes that are blocking your YouTube visibility, your authority, and ultimately your sales. If you're serious about turning your content into cash, click the link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, or the link in the show notes if you're listening to this on your favorite podcast platform. This link is going to take you to my free resource, which is going to allow you to do a self-assessment of how well your YouTube channel is performing for you. I'll help you pinpoint exactly where your visibility, emotional connections, and strategic conversions are breaking down and how to fix it. Those links again are in the description or the show notes, depending on where you're receiving this information. I'll also show you one tiny shift that will instantly make your videos more bingeable, which means more watch time, more trust built, and ultimately more sales. I'll share that with you after I share the 3 mistakes, because that's where it makes the most sense to go into what that one tiny shift is. Let's start with mistake number 1, which is you're treating YouTube like social media. This is one of the most common mistakes because high achieving women have already achieved a level of success on other platforms. They show up on YouTube in the same way that they show up on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, where they're actually talking to a warm audience, an audience that's familiar to them, with a casual tone, no real hook, and no setup. But here's the truth and the problem. YouTube is not a social media platform, it's a search engine. Let's break that down. Let's use Instagram. When you create content for Instagram and someone sees it, you're actually interrupting someone's viewing experience. On YouTube, you're answering a specific question that your dream clients are already typing in and searching for. And here's the kicker. 70% of views come from suggested and search-based content, not from your subscribers. And this is one reason why I talk about how the number of subscribers that your channel has increasingly become less significant in your overall strategy and success on YouTube. So when you treat YouTube like a social media post, you're essentially walking into a networking event, skipping introductions, and expecting people to just get you. They won't, and they'll just click away. Instead, shift your mindset. Every video is someone's first time meeting you. Every hook should directly connect to a pain or desire your audience is actively searching for. And every intro should quickly establish why you're the one they should listen to. Here's a quick audit that you can do today. Watch 30 seconds of your last 3 videos and ask yourself these 3 questions. Did you open with a clear value hook? Did you name the problem your viewer is facing? Did you speak to a stranger or to someone who already knows you? If the answer feels off, don't worry. This is actually where the shift begins. Because when you stop using YouTube like social media and start treating it like a strategic visibility engine, that's when the algorithm starts working for you. Before I go on to mistake number 2, don't forget to click the link in the description or in the show notes and take the self-assessment so that you can identify where you can improve your YouTube visibility, your conversions, and your sales. Mistake number 2, your CTA or call to action is either missing, weak, or misaligned. Let me say this plainly. Every video is a sales opportunity, even if you're not selling in the traditional sense. The selling in this situation is actually you selling the next step, a transformation, or a belief shift. What I've found with new YouTubers or small YouTube channels is that they either forget the CTA altogether, or when they use a CTA, they're not using it until the very end of the video. And when they do, it's something like, leave a comment if you liked this video, or subscribe to my channel. And that's fine if your goal on your channel and that video is engagement. But if your goal is conversions into leads, sales, and clients, then that type of CTA actually falls flat. According to Wistia, when you add a CTA at the beginning of your video, it can increase your conversions up to 300% compared to adding the CTA at the end of your video. And HubSpot reports that video CTAs actually perform better than banner ads, plain text, and when they're directly tied to the viewer's problem. When your CTA isn't clear, here's what's happening. Your viewers are watching your videos and they're likely inspired, but then they quickly become paralyzed. They don't know what to do next. And because there's confusion tied to what they should do, they end up doing nothing. And what nothing means is they go ahead and scroll past your video and click on someone else's video. And let me tell you this, it's a lot harder to get that viewer back into your world than it is while you have their attention to give them that next step to keep them in your world. That's why CTAs are so important. Instead, you want your CTA to feel like a natural next step, not a hard sell. It could be something like access this free assessment so that you can see exactly where your YouTube strategy is breaking down. Or watch this video so you can learn the conversion strategy I use with my clients. See how that works? Here's a quick audit that you can do today as well. Does your CTA match the video topic? Is it tied to value rather than vague engagement? And most importantly, does it guide your ideal client into your ecosystem? Because when your CTA is strategic, you don't need to chase them. They walk into your world and say, yes. And mistake number 3, you're treating each video like a standalone performance. Posting one good video and then expecting it to blow up your channel or blow up your business is like planting one seed and getting mad when you don't have a complete forest the next day. YouTube doesn't reward randomness. It rewards retention and relevance. Here's one thing that really differentiates YouTube from social media platforms. The YouTube algorithm is designed to keep people watching your videos. So when one of your videos ends, the algorithm is looking for another video to serve up to that viewer. Hopefully it's one from you. If you don't have your next video lined up, the algorithm will actually recommend someone else's video. And at that point, you've lost them. If you're just getting started and you're just starting to build your library of videos, that's okay. Just think ahead as to what videos you need to make in order to make that transition from the end of one video to the beginning of another video super simple, especially for the algorithm to see that it's there and then recommend it to those same viewers. More importantly, this is a great example of where your playlists come in. Think of your playlist like a sales funnel, but bingeable. It guides your viewers through a journey from awareness to desire and then ultimately to a decision. Having playlists created also sends a message to the YouTube algorithm to let it know that you've got videos that are connected. So keep showing them to the same dream clients. One of my clients, Katie, had a video that was stuck at 157 views for 3 weeks. So what we did is we repositioned it inside a bingeable playlist, optimized the thumbnail, and then within 6 days, it crossed 2,000 views. And she got one booked client from that video. So if you're only thinking about that next video you need to create, you're really missing out on a bigger opportunity. Instead, you need to be thinking about the next 3 videos that you need to create and how they lead your viewer somewhere strategic. Here's something that you can do right now on this mistake to correct it. Go to your channel and look at your video content and ask yourself this one question. Are my videos sequenced or are they scattered? Because the sequenced videos are the ones that sell. Before I wrap this up, I want to get back to that mini shift that I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I needed to share with you at the end of the video and after I shared the 3 mistakes. So here it is. Start thinking in playlists, not posts. Think buyer journey, not random topics. Think yes, visibility, yes, authority, and yes, conversions, not just YouTube. When you structure your YouTube channel like a sales ecosystem, it becomes so much more than just a platform. It becomes a 24/7 lead generating or lead converting machine. Are you ready to find your biggest sales blocker on YouTube? Go ahead and click that link in the description or in the show notes if you're listening to this on a podcast, and go ahead and take the self-assessment. It's going to identify your biggest gaps and then also provide you with a solution so that you can fix it right then and there. And it's completely free. This is your personalized roadmap to fixing what's keeping you stuck and finally turning your views into clients. That link again is in the description or the show notes. Before you go, watch this video next because it's the one that the YouTube algorithm is recommending that's best for you. And if you're feeling up for it, let me know in the comments if it was one of my videos.